There's a little town in North Carolina that has our hearts in a pretty big way. Hi, I'm Nika Waters, and welcome to the Boat Galley Podcast. I'm talking about things that we love about Elizabeth City, North Carolina, in the hopes that maybe you'll decide you, too, want to check it out. Today's episode of the Boat Galley Podcast is sponsored by FastSeas.com. Plan your next passage using FastSeas.com. Whether you're after speed or comfort, FastSeas will find the optimum route for your destination. FastSeas, created by a cruiser for cruisers, making weather routing simple. New upgrades and additions happening all summer long. Use the coupon code GALLEY, G-A-L-L-E-Y, for an exclusive 10% discount. Elizabeth City. It's worth any detour that you might have to take to get to it. Maybe you can't do the Dismal Swamp because you've got depth or height restrictions. Take the 30 miles out of your way from the Virginia Cut route, 15 miles in each direction, and make a stop. This last spring, we were hoping that the Dismal Swamp would open and we'd be one of the first boats to go through for the season, but it didn't happen, and we didn't mind at all the fact that we had detoured. Elizabeth City is just plain a gem. Starting from the fact that you have multiple options for free complimentary docking, to the numbers of bars and restaurants and people. We like it so much we've talked about retiring here when we're done cruising, but the one thing that it doesn't have is there's no place to haul the boat out. It probably doesn't hurt how much we like it that we tend to splurge and treat ourselves. We go out to the local breweries, we eat out with far more abandon than is our usual, but maybe it's because the restaurants that we've tried and the breweries that we've tried, they're better than we've found in a lot of places. So what is it exactly about Elizabeth City? Let's start with the complimentary docking. You can go to the town free docks. The challenge with those is that the finger piers are very, very short, and they're shorter than our bowsprit, and it would make getting on and off of that boat challenging. And the current also swirls there. There's another free dock option at the packing house, where the only restriction or requirement is that you eat at a local eatery once a day. There are rumors, though, that the gates are locked after hours, which makes town access challenging. There's also a free dock at the small college, the Mid-Atlantic Christian University, MACU, just north of the bridge, where there's a side tie spot, and 3 boats can kind of fit maximum there. But there are 3 different options for free dockage in one small town. They clearly want cruisers to come and enjoy themselves. And not just stay forever, but to just come and stay, do your couple things, and move on. Kind of nice to not have to think about anchoring or paying for dockage to go do that. And then you want showers. There's some at the visitor center. There's some if you're on the college docks, and you talk to Dan, who's kind of the dock master, you can use the showers in the college. One of the small things that is a bigger thing than you might expect at a small town like Elizabeth City, there's a great museum called the Museum of the Albemarle. It's at the southern end of town. It's free access to go in. If you're there and it's hot, it's a great place to be in the air conditioning. They have wonderful small exhibits with a lot of great local history. It's a fantastic spot. We love the art on the walls. There are murals painted on so many of the walls in Elizabeth City. There's a nice big water tower that says, "Welcome to Elizabeth City." There's a great, huge, wonderful, large sign on the waterfront right by the town docks that say, "Elizabeth City, the harbor of hospitality." When you're walking in town on these beautiful old brick buildings, there are murals that include things like "Things go better with Coke," and Palin's Alley, which is kind of this back alley little spot, but there's this wonderful wall mural. Then you can just spend time looking at the art that's on the sides of the buildings in Elizabeth City and along the waterfront. Pretty spectacular. The breweries. There are at least 2 different breweries, maybe 3, in Elizabeth City where they brew their own beer. One is right on the waterfront, and you can go get a flight, try different beers, sit outside, watch people, watch the water. So many different places to go have dinner or eat. Elizabeth City is this amazingly friendly, open town that is working hard to attract people to come to it with, in my opinion, some great success. We love the people. Let's start with Dan, the dockmaster at MacU. The couple times that we've been to Elizabeth City lately, we've stopped at the Christian University both times, all 3 times that we've been, and they have a fire pit with firewood right there. So we asked the other people who are on the docks to come, hey, let's share an evening just around the fire pit. Elizabeth City is a welcoming small town with great restaurants, great breweries, and great people. Throw in some free dockage and a gorgeous set of scenery. I don't know why anybody wouldn't want to go to Elizabeth City. We love it. It's one of our favorite spots, and I'm sure we'll be back again in the fall. I can't wait to share an anchorage with you, or maybe a dock at Elizabeth City, and we can meet at the local brewery or just raise a sparkling water glass and be able to toast to our incredible good fortune at being able to live this amazing lifestyle. Thank you so much for listening to the Boat Galley podcast. We love hearing from our listeners. We love it when you don't forget to subscribe. There's one of these that comes out every week. One week it's mine, one week it's Carolyn's. We love it when you share us with your friends, and we love it if we know that we've actually helped you make boat life just a little bit better, because that, after all, is what the Boat Galley is all about. Have the most spectacular week.